and welcome to IBM TV. Today I'm joined by Jim Green, International Sales Manager for Calrec Audio. Jim, welcome to IBM TV.
Thank you.
Can you start by telling us a bit about Calrec Audio?
Sure. So, Calrec Audio are a broadcasting mixing console company. We're based in Hebden Bridge in West Yorkshire. We design and manufacture all of our mixing consoles in West Yorkshire in a town called Hebden Bridge. And we specialise in making mixing systems for broadcast. So things like high power, good resilience, and also networking features are key to that industry.
Okay. Can you tell us about your RP1 remote production unit?
Sure. Yeah. So the RP1 was conceived about a year ago, maybe 18 months ago, as an idea, and we started to talk to people about how a remote production workflow might look, what it might look like. Now we're actually talking to people about the practicalities of implementing remote production workflows into broadcast. And what the RP1 unit provides is a monitor mixer for people at a remote venue. There are a few issues with doing remote production, and one of the large issues is the latency between a remote DSP engine and the person controlling it and the audio between them. Of course, you need low latency monitor mixers for the people that are at the venue. So the idea of the RP1 unit is that you have a mix engine with those people at the venue, but controlled remotely via host console that's located back in the broadcast center. So the idea is you don't have the production people on site at the venue. You can have them back at base, back in the studio facility, and they can then control, the sound supervisor can control the mix for the people at the venue sat at their console remotely. So in effect, it's a mixer in a box with a remote control, but not just remote control through an on-screen application, remote control via a mixing console surface.
So I suppose it saves users money as well, because they're not having to go to the venue. They can have some of their team back at their base, so to speak.
Completely, yeah, that's right. So, for instance, covering lots of sports games on a weekend, you could have one crew covering different games at different times of the day because they need to be based in a single place, and you're not having to send multiple production crews to multiple venues. You've also got quality, because you're in probably a more advanced monitoring environment in a broadcast centre than in an OB truck. Yeah. So there's a quality issue as well, but yeah, by and large it's about saving costs.
I've been hearing a lot about Brio and the fact that it's so uncluttered, compact and configurable. Can you tell us a bit more about this, please?
Sure, yeah. So Brio is the smallest mixing console that Calrec have manufactured in the digital era. It's compact in that its mixing engine is inside the surface. All Calrec's other consoles are based on a surface plus a mixing core. So the Brio's mixing engine is inside the surface of the console. It's got some I/O built in, so as a self-contained mixer, it works out of the box, works very well as a D-rig. It's got very few surface controls. It's the interface, the user interface is based around a tablet-style touchscreen with physical controls that line up along the bottom of the screen to allow the user easy access. The whole design of the user interface has been designed around it being very simple and easy to use and easy to get information out of. It's one of the evolutions of mixing console design that it seems to be less about power these days, less about audio quality even, surprisingly for mixing consoles, but very rarely do people actually talk about the audio quality on mixing desks in broadcast. And about the power in the mixing desks, it tends to be more about the user interface design. So we've put a lot of effort, particularly on the smaller desks like Brio, in making a very intuitive mixing console user interface, and also one that's easy to get information out of the system. But it has to be configurable because nothing beats a great number of encoders and knobs so you can grab them really quickly, because in the live situation you need to be able to get to the right controls very quickly. So you've got to balance simplicity with control. So there's quite a few nice configuration options on the Brio, which means that you can quickly change the function of controls to bring to the surface the physical controls you need. Yeah. So you're not using going to the touch screen all the time.
So it's very much all designed with the user very heavily in mind.
Completely, yeah. It's a very user-orientated design.
Yeah. Okay, so what's next for Calrec Audio? What can we see in the future?
Well, a lot of our development in recent years has been around AOIP. and we're really only starting on that journey. It feels like it's been a development, like I say, for a number of years, but actually there's a long way to go. What's next for us is developing our interoperability with AOIP so that it's possible to connect with a greater number of different manufacturers, to enable control across AOIP systems, and to support the formats that the broadcasters want to use. So one of the big challenges for networks that are based on AOIP is one of control. Calrec's immediate plans are when I say immediate plans, what's possible now on a Calrec system is that you can have your Hydra 2 data, which is Calrec's own proprietary network. You can tunnel that through an AOIP system to still enable you to have the suite of network control features that is available on a Hydra 2 system. So you replace the proprietary transport mechanism, Hydra 2, with an AOIP link, but still get the Hydra 2 data over it. So the next logical step would be to go for a full AOIP system with boxes connected over AOIP and third parties all together on the same network. So more interoperability and more working with other manufacturers.
Sounds very exciting. Thank you very much for your time, Jim.
Thank you.
You can find out more at calrec.com.